American Heart Association and Millennium Collaborative Care are working together to get the word out about the increased risk of heart disease in African Americans and Hispanics. Here with good information for us is Mark Natale. He is the Executive Director of the Buffalo Niagara American Heart Association, and Ebony Patterson-White is a Community Health Worker Coordinator for Millennium Collaborative Care. Good morning, folks. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you.
And I believe that the gist of the message is that we have a higher risk of heart disease for African Americans and Hispanics?
Absolutely. We definitely see the health disparities across Western New York showing that. As an example, African Americans will lose, on average, an additional 8 years of life to heart disease and an additional 12 years of life to stroke. And it's astounding. And it comes from the leading indicators: blood pressure, obesity, nutrition. And that's something that we really want to make sure, especially, you know, Heart Month is all year round.
Yes,
but
it is.
It's February. It's also Black History Month. But we want to identify that correlation even more so now, and do something about it right within our community. And that's where the partnerships really do spring up in Western New York.
And you're going to love what they've got planned. But you know, Ebony, it's true. They call high blood pressure the silent killer.
Yes.
We have people who are watching us this morning who have high blood pressure and don't know it.
Yes. The unknown, the don't know. So part of Millennium Collaborative Care, which is a population health services organization, is to cover the 8 counties and really work with the Medicaid population. So we developed, working with Rochester, who had this phenomenal program with blood pressure, HIV testing, and all of those things, bringing it right to the community.
Right.
So we wanted to remove that unknown.
Right.
So right in there, we have worked and educated and built it capacity, if you will, in our barbers and our stylists to have that conversation and know what's the next step.
Right, and it's so comfortable to have it right there at your corner barbershop or beauty parlor. It's fantastic. And again, this expanded from Rochester and Niagara Falls. And I understand that you'll be telling people what that information means when they get their blood pressure taken.
Yeah, that's the important part, is the education. So, you know, a reading is a reading. What does it actually mean? And then what happens if that reading is irregular or too high? What's the next step that you really need to take after that? That's important.
And, you know, so what we're going to do, folks, is that we're going to put up some of these locations on the screen of some of the local beauty parlors and the barbershops. Take a look. Is maybe the one that you go to is there, because they're going to have an opportunity for you to get your blood pressure. And if you know, take someone you love there and just sit them down and say, hey, it's here today, let's just go have this done. You know, and see how they're doing. It's a great feeling when you find out you're normal, okay? But it's proactive to find out if you're not normal, what you can do about it. And we want to thank you folks for doing something about it. So it makes this community terrific. All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick break and be right back.